If you're planning a Napa Valley trip, the biggest mistake I see is planning too many wineries in one day. Napa isn't about rushing, it's about experiencing it well. Today, I'm showing you how to structure the perfect Napa wine day. Two wineries and a strategically placed lunch and dinner, all within 9 miles. Hey, wine lovers, welcome back. Today, I'm taking you on a full Napa Valley Day adventure, starting with the morning winery visit. But before we jump in, if you're planning your own Napa trip, I've created the Personalized Napa Itinerary Builder and some free planning worksheets to make your trip easier. Links are in the description. Now let's get going. Our day begins at the peaceful and welcoming Reynolds Family Winery, a true family-owned gym nestled just off Silverado Trail. This place blends that classic Napa charm with wines that tell the story of the valley. Many of their estate wines come right from their own property, and even their reserve wines, which are absolutely worth the price, showcase fruit sourced from prime Napa Valley vines, where quality really shines. Let's talk about reserves for a moment. Not everyone owns enough land in the right location of Napa Valley to produce every tier of wine that they want to make. Sometimes you source exceptional fruit from exceptional sites. When it's done right, like here, those reserve wines become something really special. Now, if you cut my short on Wednesday, you already know which wine stole my heart. That's the 2021 Diamond Mountain Cabernet Sauvignon. We enjoyed it for Valentine's Day at a little Italian place in Sonoma called Della Santina, but I'll talk about that gem another time. I especially loved this wine. Structured, layered, and beautifully expressive, it's one of those wines that make you slow down a little. Now, I've actually seen Steve Reynolds at local restaurants and haunts around town, which tells you something. This is a winery deeply rooted in community, not just production. Next stop, lunch at Fumé Bistro, a true local favorite and a place that holds personal memories for my family. My daughter practically grew up here and even worked here before heading off to Le Cordon Bleu. We kicked things off with a grilled artichoke and these insane house-made onion rings. Crispy, flavorful, and totally shareable, just not with me. It's the barbecue sauce that's the true magic on that. Now, if you come for dinner, and I recommend you do, the halibut is the move when it's on the menu. It's topped with this savory caper, tomato, olive artichoke ragu that is absolutely heart-stopping. Other favorites people consistently rave about, the braised short ribs and their wild mushroom risotto. It's that perfect sweet spot between casual and seriously well executed. Loving the journey? Hit subscribe, ring that bell, and I'll share more tools, tips, and free planning guides to help you confidently plan trips like this. After lunch, we drove right around the corner to one of my personal history stops, Robert Biale Vineyards. My introduction to Biale actually came when I first moved to Napa at the age of 22. Aldo Biale was one of my neighbors, so this winery has always felt personal to me. Located in North Napa's rural countryside, tastings here are peaceful, quiet, and intentionally intimate. And one detail I absolutely love, they greet you with a little personalized table topper, welcoming each reservation by name. It's those thoughtful touches that make the experience feel curated and warm. Now, Bialy is legendary for Zinfandel, especially their famous black chicken. There's a Prohibition-era story behind that name, and trust me, they'll tell you more when you come and visit, but I don't want to ruin it for you. And if I told you, I'd have to kill you. Beyond Zin, they also make an outstanding Petite Syrah. I've always personally enjoyed their Royal Punishers, bold, structured, and deeply Napa. And here's something I always notice. You see the same team members year after year, which tells you everything. They treat their people well. It feels like family, not just for their guests, but for staff too. If you want help planning your stops, timing, and pacing from wineries to dinner, grab that Personalized Napa Itinerary Builder in the description. Trust me, my knowledge, plus the help of AI, will build you the Napa Valley trip of your lifetime. We wind down, change for dinner, and head to Yountville for one of Napa Valley's true institutions, Bistro Jeanty. For well over 20 years, Bistro Jeanty has brought classic, home-style French cuisine to Napa Valley, and it's a must visit if you're in Napa Valley. It opened in April of 1988 and quickly became iconic. Not fancy fine dining, but classic French comfort food served with heart. My staples? The tomato soup and the puff pastry and the coq au vin. When they're on the board, I'll order the sweetbreads. Oh, and the duck à l'orange? Oh my absolute favorite, hands down. Other dishes guests consistently love: the steak frites, escargot, and the cassoulet. It's comfort food done with precision and soul. The atmosphere feels like you've stepped into a village bistro in France. Warm lighting, tight tables, and a great wine list. And speaking of wine, their corkage policy is generous by Napa standards. They'll waive one corkage fee for every bottle or half bottle that you purchase from their wine list. And if you bring your own, $35 for the first 750 milliliter bottle. That's a regular wine bottle, and $45 for every bottle thereafter. So buy one, bring one. That's the Napa Valley rule of thumb. What a day. Family wines, a great lunch, peaceful Zinfandels, and French classics for dinner. If today's video inspired you to plan your own Napa adventure, be sure to download the Personalized Napa Itinerary Builder and the free travel worksheets linked below. They'll help you design a day just like this with confidence, just by answering a few short questions. Every trip is personalized. No rinse and repeats here. Give it a try, and trust me, it's worth it. Like this video and hit subscribe if you haven't, and drop a comment telling me which stop you'd visit first. And as always, Napa's stories don't stop here. Up next, we'll be exploring another favorite day on or off the trail, one filled with hidden gems, great food, and unforgettable wines you won't want to miss. See you in the next video. Cheers.